Good afternoon, Ichoosewellness crew. This is Troy, your host of Ichoosewellness, and today I just want to kind of talk to you about, wellness in general, what we are looking at in terms of the future of wellness, where it's going. It's a lot of big things jumping off in the wellness community. I know you've been seeing some of my posts about Vemma and the liquid vitamin supplement that is that has its base in the mangosteen, which is providing some awesome healing properties for the human body, or what the body can use in order to build a healthy cell. So hopefully you're checking out some of those videos that I posted. But in terms of the outlook of where we're going in our health, we're still dealing with 5 major diseases that are affecting millions of Americans and probably have already started to affect you. And they are as follows. You have heart disease, you have cancer, you have diabetes, you have arthritis, and then obesity. These are the 5 of the major diseases that are affecting most of us today. And obesity, we can see 65% of the American population is overweight. And that same 65% don't exercise. And that same percentage of people are pretty much devoid of how to really take care of their body, because we just haven't been taught correctly. So when I post some of my articles, or just random posts about health, this is what I'm targeting. This is what I'm trying to get into your mind about how to self-heal in a way that's natural, that will allow these, or make these problems that we're all facing, go away naturally. Drugs, we know, don't heal. The medical institution is designed to deal directly with the symptom. That's what medical doctors are trained for. They're trained to address the symptom, but not, deal with the problem in terms of prevention. And this is the term I'm using now, or the saying that I'm using now. And I've learned this from a good doctor that I've been listening to. His name is Dr. Edwards. And he says it this way: the goal, or the mission in the wellness community, is to raise the consciousness of the average, American that is clueless about how to take care of themselves, to raise their conscious awareness away from sickness, and symptom, to wellness and prevention. And that's what I'm teaching here, is to try to get us to look at things from the preventative side and go more towards consuming and choosing a lifestyle where we're preventing disease instead of bringing it to ourselves, because that's really what disease is all about. It's something that we create. It's just that we create it in ignorance, and then we suffer, and then we run to the doctor and we think, oh, if I go to the doctor, or if I go to this medical facility, they're going to give me this magic pill and I'm going to be okay. Well, it doesn't work out like that. That's not the goal of the medical community. They have a vested interest in our sickness, because that's money. The 5 diseases that I named, cancer, arthritis, heart disease, diabetes, obesity, these are the biggest money makers in the medical institution. If we were to heal people of these 5 right here, the economy would just, would collapse. People would be out of jobs. So the whole system would be, of our economy would be literally flipped upside down. So this is not something that they're thinking about doing. So this is why you got people like me on the sidelines saying, hey, look out, there is another way. You do have a better choice. There is another choice. It's just that you're not being given that choice because, the media won't tell you. You won't get it in a newspaper. You get it here and there, but you're not going to get the direct information to really break it down to you about what's happening in the area of food and in the area of medicine. And so you got guys like me in the wellness community, people that are also wellness coaches or life coaches. You have nutritionists that teach from an alternative perspective, natural MDs, that are bringing this message to the people, but still a lot of people are devoid of this information. So when I'm posting, this is the perspective that I'm posting from, to get us to think about living a lifestyle of prevention instead of living a lifestyle creating symptoms, creating disease based upon our ignorance. The more you understand about your body, the better able you as an individual are able to self-heal. And that's the goal and my intent when I share, is to try and teach you how to self-heal. And that takes research, and that takes practical application. That means you got to do something. You got to make the changes, because health will not be restored to you unless you do something. Your body's waiting, and your body is self-healing, but you have to make the decision to make those changes, to get educated, and to begin to live this vibrant life that, you know, your body was designed to give you. You know, everybody's body's pretty much made the same way. So just want to throw that inspiration out to you. Definitely, you know, look at the Vemma formula. Check out those videos I posted by Dr. Edwards, who's an expert on the mangosteen plant. This plant is proven to now give the body the building blocks to go in and literally, you know, mop up free radical damage in over 136 areas of chronic illness. And those 5 that I talked about, those in particular, especially when it comes to blood pressure and arthritis, we're seeing great changes in the xanthones that are found in this mangosteen plant. It's a superfood. It's called the queen of fruits. So, you know, definitely take this serious. I don't post anything like this unless I've done some research on it, which I have. So you definitely want to take the time to look into it. And for those of you who have, and for those of you who are on the Vemma formula, you know, I wish you all the best. I will be tracking your progress. You need to at least give this 90 days to get into your system. You'll probably see changes before that, but you'll really be set in motion with this as time goes on. If anybody has any questions, hey, you know, feel free to ask. That's why I'm here to help. And if I can't answer the question, I will direct you to a source or someone who will. Other than that, you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Facebook.